And I'm back, baby. So today I just want to talk about Hpals, of course, like a true hero would, bathed in the holy light of 1,000 suns, devout by the light holier than thou, majestic hero against the tides of death. While I'm playing, I want to tell you all the strengths. I mean, when I say strengths, I mean weaknesses and weaknesses of Hpal, and why they're bad and what they could easily do to make them better. So the biggest problem with Hpals is they just don't do enough healing. And their cast times are too far. So they took away all our healing. They made things cost a lot of mana. And then they took away our fast cast. They took away all our actual CDs. They made sack. They nerfed sack. They've literally had the same sack since the beginning of time, 30% damage reduction. And I didn't even see this until a few days ago. They nerfed because I was like, everyone's just dead through sack immediately. And people would already die through the 30% sack. Now it's down to 20%. That's not even a cooldown. So they nerfed sack from 30% to 20%, and people were already dying through it when it was 30%. And then, on top of that, they nerfed Aura Mastery, and I didn't even see this until I looked at it, from 30% damage reduction to 24% damage reduction. So now there's no point in even running the talents of the Divine Vision to reduce your thing, is what's the point in even doing that when your Aura Mastery doesn't do anything in the first place? So all you can try to do is stay ahead of the healing, but your healing does nothing. See this? See how I have to get Tower's Deliverance up in the opener, and my entire team's basically dead immediately, and there's nothing I can do about it? Obviously, since Windwalker DK did a setup in the opener here, I was able to stay ahead of the damage. So this is a terrible example of like an actual game, because we got a triple lake sweep and a triple blind, so I didn't really have to heal anything because they were in a triple blind the entire setup. But normally, let's say I was fighting, let's say I was on the other side, let's say I was playing Ellie Hunter, and they gripped us into a triple sweep. I still have to get Tower's Deliverance up, 2-second cast. If I don't get that up behind a pillar, we automatically lose the game. So I have to get my Tower's Deliverance off, then I need to have a Holy Shock up, then I need to use my Blessing of Summer on somebody so I can get that on rotation. I have to, if I use Aura Mastery, that's another global. It's only 20% damage reduction, and it doesn't even help. You can use Aura Mastery and Blessing of Sack, and use Sack, and your team will still die 100-0. Like if I was fighting against the Windwalker DK and I sacked the Ellie with just Sack, he would have died 100-0. Let me see if I can find a good example of this while I'm playing. And the only heals you have. Let's say you don't have, you don't end up getting a proc like that. I Holy Shock. Let's say I'm out of Holy Shocks. I'm out of Divine Toll. I'm out of Holy Power. What cooldowns do I have to use? You have no healing abilities. So you have to wait till you get Holy Shock again. Or you have to spam 1.5-second cast Flash of Lights on your team that does literally no healing. 66k. It does 66k. This guy is 1,000k health. So you have to cast a 1.5-second cast on your teammate to heal not even 10% of the guy's health. Now let's see. So Windwalker DK is good into Destro Lock. So let's see how this game goes in general. It's important I get my Maestro's Deliverance up in the opener. But the thing is, he's going to sap. So I don't want to get my Maestro's Deliverance up before he saps. See, he saps me instantly. I can't get my Maestro's Deliverance off. So now I'm like 5 seconds behind, right? Now I'm kidneyed out of that. And look, my team's dead. And now I have to get Maestro's Deliverance up. You see this? Now, you see how he's dead through my sack and he had a karma? So you see there's a perfect example. I sacked him. That's a hole in the global. Then I had to get Aura Mastery up. Now he's dying through my sack and his karma. So he died through, bro. Now he's dead. You see how he's dead through my healing? He died through my sack, all my healing in the entire game. Now he's going to kidney me up. So I'm still, I have to trinket this. And he's going to get bombed on now, probably. So do you see how we died through literally every single CD? And there's nothing I could have done about it? It's just really sick. Now he's running Ultimate Sack, which is really annoying. But we can kill the Paladin now. Topping him like an absolute hero. Now I'm going to get stunned again. I'm going to Aura Mastery, but Aura Mastery doesn't really do anything. But we have a lot of pressure right now. Of course, he's running in behind a pillar, so he's going to kill him. He's dead. He's going to die behind a pillar like a moron. Now I can triple Searing Glare and try to fake kick. He's going to fear me now. I fake CS there, so I can get a double Searing Glare, or we would have lost the game. I'll probably lose the game anyways, because now I have to bop him. I basically, see how I'm out of cooldowns? The bubble here. Do you see how I have no healing right now? I can Divine Toll, it basically does nothing. And now I have to spam 1.5 second flash heals to do literally nothing. And if I don't get this, I can't get this kick on the fear because he's in a bop. I pre-bopped him on the fear, but he's going to die because he's sitting in the middle of the map and he's completely clueless. And I'm going to get hodged here and I can't do anything about it. And he's too clueless and I could sack him off this, but he's going to die before my sack goes off. And then he's going to die through my sack because sack's not a cooldown. So... and that's the problem with Hpal you just saw right there. You saw it perfectly right there. Hpal is dog shit awful. Also, this Windwalker is god awful, so that's always a problem. Big damn, I'm going to give him a freedom. We can actually probably 2v3 these people because they're the worst players in the entire game, so you never know. He should just keep trying. Good, I fixed CS there. So that means I can get extra globals off here. He's getting bolted, though. He should really... okay, we're trying to kill Paladin. We should not... I mean, this Pally is the worst player in the entire... I'm going to bop that kidney so he can stay offensive here. I'm going to dispel his out. So I have to get my Tyrus Deliverance. I pre-dispelled before the Hodge, but I'm going to get a full rep. We might be able to... he needs to go on the Warlock, though. He really needs to go on the Warlock here. He blinded me full. It broke. That's good for us. I'm going to get my Maestro's Deliverance up here. Okay, topping here. If I don't get my... I'm going to denounce this guy. I don't think he can't CS me from here, so I'm going to Searing Glare this guy now. I can fix CS again. I'm going to spell the coil. I pre-dispelled the coil, but he's going to get bolted pretty hard. So now, right here, I have to get my 4-second cast Hand of Divinity off to heal, which is really... now I'm going to get full kidney. Oh, I have to trinket that. He's going to blind my trinket now. I have to pre-sack just in case. I'm not sure if he has it. I'll double Searing Glare and I'll fake everybody's kick here. Faking everybody kick, faked everybody's kick. Now I can double Searing Glare these guys, and I can full blind this guy here. Double blind here, topping him, and I can get a full Hodge off this. I'm going to get kidney now soon, though. Topping us, I'm going to get my cooldowns back. He needs to go on the Warlock or the Rogue. He really needs to stop going on the Pally. It's bad. Dispel all of his dots. I'm going to get full kidney now. I have nothing now, so he needs to stop going Pally. He needs to go on the Warlock, but we're going to lose the game anyways. He's going to come Hodge me now. It's DR, right? Yeah, it's DR, but he's going to get the rep anyway. He's denouncing me instead of repping me. Nice. Fucking idiot, but he's dead anyways. Topping him here. Daybreak. Unfortunately, this other Pally is the literal worst Pally in the entire game, but it doesn't really matter when you have a brain-dead Windwalker on your team that does everything wrong. He coiled me on top of Gouge was really good into a DR kidney. This is how bad these players are. Into a blind. It's wild. So yeah, you saw how bad Pally is. Died through a sack. Sack's not a cooldown. Died through every CD I had. I get sapped in the opener, so I can't get my main healing off, so we automatically are 30 globals behind. Clueless Windwalker. You clueless self-play Windwalker. I'm gonna kick you now. So yeah, you saw my Windwalker's dog shit awful. Stood in the middle of the map and did negative damage and nothing the entire game, even versus the absolute worst players. But yeah, this is why Hpal is the most dog shit awful cast. You can't play it. It's an unplayable dog shit class. Garbage fucking class.